Hello, boys and girls. How are you all today? I'm glad you're back. Are you ready for a trip to the farm again today? I am. I got to tell you a story. I went out fishing earlier today with Simon. And we were walking along the bank, the edge of where the water was, gonna go where we, to go fish. And all of a sudden, up his pant leg, something went up his pant leg. And Simon was hollering and doing a jig, and I was like, oh no, Simon, what on earth? Well, we managed. I was scared, to be honest. My first thought was snake, but it wasn't a snake. But I thought, what on earth? And you could tell it was big. And I thought, what is up his pant leg? And I reached up there and tried to help him get it down. It was a bullfrog. A bullfrog! Do you know what a bullfrog is? I just happen to have a picture of one right here. Look at that. Oh, bullfrogs are kind of ugly, aren't they? Yep, that's a bullfrog. And they have a real deep voice, ribbit, 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 like that. Well, a bullfrog had gone up Simon's pant leg, and it couldn't get back out. I don't know what made that frog jump up his pant leg, but it did. And so finally we got that bullfrog out of his pant leg and let that poor thing go. It was scared to death. Scared to death, can you believe that? But seeing that bullfrog reminded me of a song. We've been talking about the verse, the golden rule, about what God's golden rule for us is. Do you remember it? Why don't we look at it real quick again? See it right here? The golden rule. And what does it say? Do unto others what you would have others do unto you. Do unto others what you would have others do unto you. That's the golden rule. That's the rule we have to live by every day. Kids live by it, parents live by it. We all need to live by the golden rule. And do you remember what that means? It means you're supposed to treat other people the way you want to be treated, right? Absolutely. Well, when that happened, thank you. When that happened today and that frog went up Simon's pant leg, I didn't laugh at Simon. I didn't say, nah, look at you got something up your pant leg. No, Simon was scared to death. I was too, really. So what did I do? I helped Simon get that bullfrog out of his pant leg, and I helped Simon and I helped the frog. And I think the frog was very, very glad I helped him. But boys and girls, it reminded me of a song. And the song is about frogs, and it's about helping people. And it goes like this. Have you kissed any frogs today? Have you helped someone along their troubled way? Have you told them of God's amazing grace? Have you kissed any frogs today? Is that a funny song? I think that's a funny song. Would you like to learn it? We'll see this big ugly frog. How many of you would like to kiss that frog? Do you think that would be very fun to do? Most of us would say, no, Noni. We don't want to kiss any frogs. Do you remember the story of the princess who had to kiss the frog, and when she kissed the frog, it turned into a handsome prince? Well, in a way, when you're helping others and you're doing things for other people, it's not always fun. It's not always pleasant. The truth is, I didn't like putting my hand up, not knowing what was in his pant leg, reaching up there. I didn't know what I was gonna touch, I mean, that was a little bit scary to me, but I wanted to help Simon. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes doing things for other people is kind of like kissing a bullfrog. It's not something we always want to do, but when we do it, it makes them happy, it makes us happy. It's kind of like turning that frog into a handsome prince. It turns out really, really good. And that's a neat little story. I remember one of my daughters, her name was Heather, and she was about 4 years old. And she had found a frog and brought the frog into my house. Well, house is no place for a frog, but she liked that little frog. I didn't know she had a frog in the house. And she came to me crying, big old tears rolling out of her eyes. And she said, "Mom, I can't find my frog." And I said, "Your frog? Where did you lose your frog?" "It's in the house. It's somewhere here in the house." And I thought, in my house? You have a frog in my house? Oh no. Anyway, I can't find it. But you know what? She cared about her frog. And that was a pretty neat little thing. And I said, "You know what, Heather? Let me help you try to find your frog. I really didn't want a frog in my house anyway." And you know what? We never did find that frog. It must have gotten out somehow. I guess it didn't want to be in the house either. But the song goes like this. See if you can sing it with me. It says, "Have you kissed any frogs today? Have you helped someone along their troubled way? Have you told them of God's amazing grace? Have you kissed any frogs today?" One more time. Have you kissed any frogs today? Have you helped someone along their troubled way? Have you told them of God's amazing grace? Have you kissed any frogs today? So, we might just have to kiss a frog today. Maybe not a real one, but we might have to do something for somebody that we might not be the most fun thing to do, but we'll do it, and that's our way of kissing a frog. You see? Oh, there's Buck. Buck, what are you looking for? What are you doing?
Just look around for something.
You're looking for something. What are you looking for?
I was actually looking for a first aid kit.
A first aid kit?
Yeah, Mr. Butterbean Bailey said it was over here somewhere, so I thought I'd find it.
Oh, well, are you hurt? Are you okay?
No, I was just thinking we might ought to know where one was, just in case.
Oh, well, that's a good idea, isn't it, boys and girls? Yeah, I think so.
Ow! 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 Ouch!
What
Ouch!
on earth?
Ouch! Ouch!
What's wrong? Oh my goodness! Noni! What is it, Sarah? Hurry, come quick! What's the matter, honey? What's going on? It's Darkley! I think he's hurt! Oh, I guess we need to go and check it out. We need to see what's going on, right? Sarah, you need to hurry! Okay, all right, we'll hurry right now. Buck, it's probably a good idea I hope you can find that first aid kit. We just might need it.
Yeah,
okay?
I'll go find it right now. I'll find it. I'll find it in Barclays. I'll find it now.
Hurry, Noni! Okay. All right, let's go.
Ouch! 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 Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! Ouch! 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 Oh! Ow! Oh! 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 Here's the first aid kit. Here it is. Don't worry, Barkley. We'll help you. We'll help you. I was calling and calling, Buck, but nobody was helping me. The chickens and the geese and the pigs just ran in all directions. I started yelling and yelling. Oh!
What's the matter, Barkley?
I hurt myself.
You hurt yourself? Where'd you hurt yourself at?
On the monkey swing.
No, I don't mean where did you hurt yourself. I mean, what part of you is hurting?
Oh, down here.
Down, I don't see anything down there.
On top of your head? No, down here on my big toe.
I don't see anything
What? You don't see that big, giant, really big splinter in there?
No, Barkley. I think the splinter's gone.
My big toe is gone? You saying my big toe is gone?
No, Barkley. I think the splinter is gone.
Well, it still hurts.
Oh, brother. Well, Noni and Sarah are on their way. I'll go see if they're here. Just hang on, okay?
Oh, I'm hurting. I'm hurting. Oh, boy, I got the first aid kit.
Oh,
It's right
here
over.
we are. Here we are. What on earth, Barkley? What is going on with you? A splinter, you say?
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well, listen, Sarah and I have some peroxide and we have some bandages over here in the other room, and we'll get you fixed up, okay? We'll make sure that you're cared for really well. We'll take care of it and get it all cleaned up. Buck, were you able to find that first aid kit we were talking about?
Yeah, it's right over here. I'll get it for you, Noni. I'll get it.
All right, you bring it on over here to the table where we're going to be, okay? And Barkley, you come with Sarah and I, and we'll get your toe all fixed up, okay? We certainly want to help you to feel better.
Will it hurt? Don't hurt me. Ow! Don't. Oh, is it going to hurt?
It'll be
Ow, I don't want. Oh.
Come on, Barkley, come on. I think that Barkley's kind of overreacting just a little bit.
Barkley said he was calling and nobody would help him out.
Nobody would help him?
Nope. He said all the chickens and the geese and the pigs just ran in all directions like crazy animals when he started yelling.
That wasn't very nice of them.
Nope, I guess he scared them slap to death.
I guess. The more he yelled, the more they ran. He was yelling pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, he was yelling all right. He was yelling and they was running, and that'd be a pretty funny sight to see.
Okay, we made it back. All right, we got him all fixed up and everything. So I'm glad we got him done.
Well, it's a good thing Sarah heard him.
Yep, Sarah to the rescue this time, I think.
Yeah, reminds me of a Bible story I heard one time.
Which one?
The one about the Good Samaritan. Remember that story, Noni?
I sure do, Buck.
A man was hurting, laying on the ground on the side of the road, almost dead. Along came a priest, and he didn't help the man. He just walked by like you didn't see him. Then another man came along. He was a Levite, but he wouldn't stop to help him either. He just walked on by too. Poor guy, lying there in the middle of the road.
Oh, wow, Buck. You did a good job remembering that story. That's the story of the Good Samaritan in the Bible, boys and girls. And yes, that man had been beaten and robbed and left to die. But then along came a Samaritan. A Samaritan was a person who was from a place called Samaria. And Samaritans weren't always really well-liked people either, so he understood pain and he understood being hurt. And the Samaritan was just a good man, and he saw someone in trouble and he stopped to help him. Wasn't that a wonderful thing to do? Jesus asked the people to whom he was telling the story, the day Jesus was telling the story about the Good Samaritan, who was this man's neighbor? What do you think, huh?
Why did Jesus ask that?
Well, because what Jesus was making a point. He was letting a neighbor is someone that you're close to, right? A neighbor is usually someone who lives right beside you, maybe next door to you, or maybe across the street from you, or maybe they're in an apartment above you or below you, but there's someone close by. And a neighbor is usually somebody who we care about because we're around them a lot. We sort of see how their lives go and what they're doing. And so we know more about them. And so when our neighbor is in trouble, we always try to be good neighbors and we try to help the neighbors out. But in the story of the man who was beaten and robbed, well, what happened to him was his neighbors weren't helping him. His real neighbors weren't helping him. His real neighbors, who were the Levite and who was the priest, they just walked past him. They took one look at him and they went the other way. That's sad. Yeah, it was sad. They just left him in the road to die. Oh, that's terrible. Yes, it really was. And so, but the person that truly cared about the man and cared what happened to him was the Samaritan. And the Samaritan, who wasn't even the beaten man's neighbor, stopped and he helped to fix up the wounds and he put some ointment on him and he actually helped to fix the man up and bandage him and get him someplace where he could get some help. And so let me ask you, boys and girls, who was really that man's neighbor? Who was it? Simon, Sarah, Buck? Who was that man's real neighbor?
The Samaritan.
Yeah! Yes, the Samaritan. Yep, that's exactly right. It was the Samaritan. The Samaritan was really that man's neighbor. And the whole point of the whole story is God is telling us that He wants us to care about other people and helping other people. And even if they don't live right beside us or right above us or right below us, He wants us to care enough to help people just as if they were our neighbors. Anybody who's in trouble, whether we're neighbors or not, we need to go and help them. And that God wants us to be kind and compassionate no matter what. So, any rate, that's really...
Hey, Noni.
Yeah, what, Buck?
You left out a real important part of that story.
I did? What did I leave out, Buck?
The Samaritan put him on a donkey.
Oh!
Was the donkey a good Samaritan too?
Absolutely, Buck. That's true. You know, I'm glad you reminded me about that. If that donkey had been mean or unkind, he wouldn't have let the Samaritan put him on his back.
Yeah, I always liked that story.
I can see why you do, Buck. That's actually really, really good. Very good.
Hey.
There's Barkley.
Oh, I've been hurt. Rat-toe! Rat-toe! Rat-toe!
What?
Why you keep saying rat-toe? You ain't no English bulldog. Ow! Ow! Woo!
Goodness.
Woo! 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 Ow! Ow! You're standing on my right toe! Oh!
Good grief, Barkley!
Man, Barkley, you scared me and everybody else to death. No wonder the chickens and pigs ran. Started them up. It was an accident. If your honky big feet weren't so big and in the way, I wouldn't have stepped on them. Now, Buck, you have to be nice to me. I'm hurt. You know, I'm hurt.
You know what, boys? You know, accidents happen, Barkley. Accidents happen, Buck. I think someone just needs to say they're sorry. What do you think?
Oh, I'm sorry, Barkley. I'll look out for you, big feet, from now on.
Barkley, it sounds to me like Sarah was your really good neighbor today. I think Sarah was the good Samaritan today. Don't you think so?
Yep. Thank you, Sarah, for not running away, but coming to help me.
You're welcome. I'm glad you did that too, Sarah. And the truth is, you know, Barkley, when you get hurt, it's nice to have friends close by, isn't it? Somebody who does care about you. That's the truth. And boys and girls, when someone gets hurt, we should always run to their help, just like Sarah did. And Simon and Buck, all of us tried to help Barkley today, right? And Barkley, hopefully your toe is going to feel a whole lot better now, right?
Yeah, it's feeling better already. If Buck will stay off of it. Oh, Barkley.
Oh my goodness. Boys and girls, Jesus wants us to always help others if we can. Okay? He wants us always to be good Samaritans to anyone who's in trouble and needs our help. Okay? Think you can do that? I hope so. That's what the golden rule is talking about too. It's being a good Samaritan, and when others need help, we run to their rescue. That's doing to others what we really want others to do for us too if we're ever in trouble. It's kind of like kissing the frogs we were talking about. Do you think you can sing that song? I think we all sort of kissed a frog today. I think, Barkley, you were the frog that we kissed today.
What? Yeah.
I think so. Oh my goodness.
He looks a little like a frog, don't he?
He does look, well, I don't know if he looks like a frog. Although, the way his toe was hurting, I think it did make him turn a little green. What do you think?
I think we ought to sing, "Have you kissed any donkeys today?"
Oh, Buck, you're so full of it today. Well, boys and girls, let's sing, "Have you kissed any frogs today?" You think you can sing that song with me now? All right, it goes like this. Have you kissed any frogs today?
Have you helped someone along their troubled way? Have you told them of God's amazing grace? Have you kissed any frogs today?
Oh, you guys are learning it. That was very good. Well, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I hope you enjoy your day. Maybe you'll get to go fishing. Maybe you'll get to catch a bullfrog. What do you think? But if someone's in trouble, I hope you'll be the first one to run and help them, just like Sarah did. I hope you will get help for them if you can't help them yourself. That would be a wonderful thing to do. And you can tell your mom if you help somebody, or tell your dad, guess what I did? I kissed a frog today. You could tell them you kissed a frog today. And so, Barkley, I guess you are our frog today.
Boy, I like being a frog. Hey, let me be a frog for a minute. Hey, let me be a frog for a minute.
You want me to kiss you?
No, I don't want nobody to kiss me.
All right.
I want Noni to kiss me. Give me a kiss, Noni.
Give me a kiss.
No.
That was a little sneaky, Buck. I'll give you some more sugar later. How's that?
Love sugar. Love sugar.
Oh, after all, donkeys that carry sick people on their backs and donkeys that help and run and get first aid kits, that's being a first-rate Samaritan too. I'm proud of you, Buck. I'm proud of everybody. Well, boys and girls, it's time for us to go. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and we'll see you again next time on Noni and Buck's World of Adventure out at the farm. Okay? Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.